Hi sweeties, I want to let you all know that my captions might change a little bit, but my channel remains the same. I talk about the same thing because it looks like I have not been able to upload any video for today, and I am having problem with like anything I put, like YouTube is not like accepting it. But I want you to know that if you see any video I want you to come through, it's for us. All right, so welcome to Nanyacim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash the subscribe button, turn on the notifications so you get notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all, and I want to say a very big thank you to everyone who for always coming back to watch my videos and subscribing. You all are the very best. So today I am just gonna let this video roll so you all can see, then we'll come back to talk about it. So let's get into it.
If you are an African, you really need to watch this. Africa is in trouble.
Sub-Saharan Africa has been fundamental to the global prosperity of the advanced countries. And Africa had a role to play. It has a role as a raw material producer. We will not allow Sub-Saharan Africa to escape that. Okay, we do everything to keep Sub-Saharan Africa where it is, also impoverished. It's absolutely vital for the prosperity of everyone else. So let's get clear about that. Okay, and this means all the economic structures, all the global institutions, and the economics we teach everyone is all designed to keep Africa exactly where it is. And whether it is Europe or US or now China, it's always the same. We need Africa to be impoverished because we need those raw materials and we need them dirt cheap. Okay, so that's the message. It doesn't mean to say that there's nothing Africans can do. Of course there is. This is what it's about. Because if Africa does do something different, I assure you living standards of all those in Europe and North America and Asia is going to fall. Okay? And that is a big price to pay. I assure you that the West is not going to allow that without a big fight. Okay? So the job of many Western academics is to convince Africans they have to keep doing what they're doing. Okay? And to show them it's your fault that you're poor. It's not our fault. It's your fault that you're poor, So this is what we do in academic institutions. We know the basic forces that have caused this underdevelopment. We know it's colonization. We cannot afford to allow Africa to industrialize and start producing manufactures. Okay, so we will do everything to stop that. And I'm going to show you how we actually block that. We had East Asian rapid industrialization processes. So in the earlier period, we had Japan and Korea and Taiwan. Okay, rapid growth, sucking in raw materials from Africa, driving up the prices. And after those countries finished industrialization, then Sub-Saharan African growth rate again fell. Sub-Saharan Africa is condemned to this role. Just the supplier of raw materials, not a manufacturer. The currencies are collapsing of these countries, and many of them are sub-Saharan African countries. After colonization ended, we needed new structures to keep these countries where they were. Okay? And the first of those is aid. Okay, we give them aid. Aid for what? Actually, we give them aid to keep repressive regimes in power. That's all. All the hypocrisy about transparency and democracy and bullshit like that, it's all bullshit. But it would go to country after country offering loans. And if the president did not accept the loan, they were killed. It's just economics. It's economic warfare. The rich declare war on the poor. It happens everywhere. It happens in a country. The rich control the government. Of course they do. You really believe you have democracy? Come on. Grow up. Who has all the subsidies and income support? US, Europe. The largest budgets in the world for supporting their farmers are Europe and US. You see, we're keeping them dependent. We're keeping them on a string. This next round of the WTO is designed to block that. To block anyone else getting on top of the ladder.
Guys, I am not scared of this one that they recorded. I mean, this one was probably like a meeting or something, like maybe international something they had, a workshop or something, and they came together. You heard most of them laughing, right? Giggling. I am actually not scared about this. I am so scared about the ones they did not put on television, the ones that are not out there. If this particular video that we just watched, like, I am actually shaking. The truth is that they do not have any good plans for you and I. Especially, that's why they keep saying, instead of them to call, like, the people from Africa, instead of them to say, they always say the people in the third world, this thing. And I truly see where they are aiming at. They actually want to destabilize African countries in a way that Africans are going to depend on them. You hear what he said? We are going to give them aid, right? It is from that aid that they give that they come to hold them in a way that they will never find themselves. They have been doing this. It has been going on. It's not like it is not going on. It is going on. But them talking, it's more like a confirmation of the things you probably might have heard or might have like thought or something like that. Yeah. It is their plans that you will not grow. I mean, people from, they do not want them to grow. They want them to be at a place because they want you people to, they want to be the ones pressing you like in robots, like anywhere they move you, you go anywhere they move. And then it saddened my heart that most African countries do not have good presidents. Yes. And I personally feel like they are working them because like some of them are very old and outdated. They do not know what is going on. So whatever they tell them is what they agree, whatever. And this is so sad. And I personally feel like we as individuals, we as people really do need to wake up and do better, because the earlier the better for us. You all can see where they want us to be, where they want it to be, in a place where you will never have a say. See, they want to get it cheap, and it has always been their plan. Yeah. And then in the end, they probably will term you lazy. Anyways, there is something I also want us to listen to before.
White folks look upon us like monkeys. It is true. It's in your literature. Hey, some of your best thinkers have said this about us. Have you heard of all these Germans? Have you heard? Okay. Yes. They said Lord Burton, yes. People like that. They said we don't even have the brain of animals. That's what we've got from you people.
But don't you think that this is over now?
Over where? Is it over? Who said that 8 came from the green monkey? Is it over? Is it over?
Well, if this is your impression, do you think that you can ever forgive us?
It's not a question of forgiveness. I have nothing against you. My point is that you did and you are doing for your survival what is necessary. We can't blame you for that. The fact that we didn't do enough for our own survival and we are still not doing enough for our survival, that is not your problem. Even everybody that God has created has a sense of survival, and if we don't develop it, we can't blame white people. You came here because you needed these things. You took gunpowder from the Chinese. You needed them to shoot people.
This video is longer than this, but I did not want to play it because it looks like my channel is actually on the watch right now. And I want to complete some of the things she was about to say. She said that they have been stealing from Africa, and still to this very moment, they are stealing from them. Are we going to talk about the timber? Are we going to talk about the cocoa? Are we going to talk about the ore, the gold? What is it that did not come from Africa? Yes. And still, they are still stealing from them. They feel like what they have gotten is not enough. They keep bringing one thing or the other in order to get more from Africa. Yes, they do have sense of survivor. It is all survivor. Not until we are ready to say no to whatever that has been coming to kill us. Not until that time, we are not ready to fight for ourselves. This is where I'm going to call it a day. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.